Hi everyone, welcome to Process TV. My name is Dong-Hee Kim, Process Asia Pacific.
And my name is Ray from Process Asia Pacific.
Ray, today we are going to talk about the Bolognaise sauce.
Yes, of course.
So, we have many Italian friends. Yesterday night, I had a call to friends in Bologna.
Oh, really?
Yes. And we were discussing about what is the Bolognese sauce is about. So, of course, we can find products in the supermarket.
Yes.
Normally,
Yes.
this type of glass jar, okay, is contains as a ready meal.
Yep.
And also, we can find something
This is
frozen.
Frozen, yes.
Okay, in the pouch
For
sachet.
restaurants.
Yes. It can be also in the convenience store supermarket, where chilled or frozen, and you see that type of the Bolognese sauce with the spaghetti noodle.
Yeah, spaghetti.
And this is a matter.
What's wrong with that?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you and also to you. People living in Bologna actually do not recognize the Bolognese sauce. Actually, they recognize us with this tagliatelle. This tagliatelle is a flat egg noodle that goes well with the meat-based sauce.
Okay.
So that means this noodle comes first, and then meat sauce comes later.
Okay.
Right. But in these days, it's a fast food concept, and then a HMR, ready meal concept, and this type of product is well introduced as a commercialized product.
Yeah, because it has more protein content, so it doesn't get soggy when it's being soaked like
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
But in my opinion, nothing wrong with it. But when you go to Italy and you don't say that Bolognese spaghetti, then nobody will understand. Tagliatelle.
They know you're a tourist.
Exactly. So, what is we mentioned that again with 3 simple steps to make the Bolognese sauce. Can we go ahead with looking at the products, ingredients?
Oh, sure.
Shall we?
So let's look at the ingredients. So here are the ingredients, as you can see from the screen. So it's quite a long list of ingredients, but
I can see that.
But it's really easy, and it's you can play with yourself most of the time of some of the ingredients. So we have vegetable oil, water, minced beef, pork. We use beef and pork here, but of course, if you're looking for halal option, use chicken instead. There's no hard and fast rule.
Let us say in India, then obviously that the beef is not preferred. Then you can replace it as a chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
Right? And also those countries like Islamic countries, then obviously could use halal mutton, halal, beef or chicken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even the vegan meat.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And of course, tomato paste is a must because this is a tomato-based sauce. Right here we are doing.
If without the tomato paste, then it becomes a Chinese cuisine later on.
Yeah, it becomes Chinese because we have onion and garlic, so it's very easy now.
Exactly.
So tomato paste is very important for the taste and for the profile itself. We have onion. Typically, we're using yellow onion here for the stronger taste, right? We are using hot swirling starch. We have beef stock powder, and of course, like we have mentioned earlier, if you're looking at if you don't eat beef and you're looking at vegetarian option, you can use vegetable stocks.
Vegan meat.
Yeah, vegan meat.
Yeah.
Of course, there are a lot of things to play with here, right? There's no hard and fast rule, as I have mentioned. Pepper, paprika, parsley. This is just typically 3 of the spices that we use here. So you can always play around with the spices as usual. We have sugar, we have salt. We have butter is optional, so if you want a stronger taste, you can.
Buttery. It has the flavors.
Yeah, you have more flavor. Of course, you can use butter, but in this case, we are just using vegetable oil actually. So garlic, we're using garlic because we are Asians.
I have no problem with much garlic anyway.
Yeah, sure. So next, you can see this pop-up of all the recipes with the percentages that we're using here. Tomato paste, 20%, and then the meat is 12.5% respectively, so total up is 25% of meat. So onion, 20%, vegetable oil, 5%, salt, pepper, this paprika powder, you can play around with all the taste here. Doesn't really matter. So starch, we're using 2%. And spice herbs and mixture also you can play around. And beef stock powder, we have 0.5% here. And garlic 5%, we have some sugar, and we have water, of course.
Okay, so it's all about as water and oil is contributions approximately 25% in this.
Yep, correct.
Okay,
so
good. And next is what we can see is the process steps.
Yeah, the process is very simple. You can just break down to 3 very simple steps. First of all is we add in onion and garlic only. We're not going to add in anything else because we need to chop it down first. So for 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to chop down the onion and garlic, and then next only we add in the oil.
So basically, we are going to show the onions and garlic chopping, cutting by universal machine.
Everything in this machine.
So one machine does for every process.
Yes, it does the cutting, and then it does the next process, which is the roasting. See, we add in the oil, we heat up to 98. So this is where the roasting process starts. Yeah. So once we have roasted the onion, garlic, we add in the beef, pork, or in any case, maybe chicken or thick meat, if you have any.
Okay.
Heat up to 98. Also another roasting process here. So we're done with the roasting, we add in everything else. That means the rest of the ingredients goes in without any typical sequence, just add in as you like. Then we're going to cook over pressure until 110 degrees Celsius for 1 minute. And we're going to heat with direct steam injection. Okay. Yes.
It's compositions of cutting and mixing, and you have a roasting, and thereafter we have over pressure cooking.
Yeah, that is a third step, correct.
So what I see is all about is what I'm actually at home in the kitchen. I actually cook with my passions, and my hobby is cooking at home. And then this is exactly what I'm doing. But what difference is from the home and always is gut feeling. It's just put how much I edit in, and this and that. But with the machine is obviously you have a high level of repeatability.
Yep.
So as a batch to batch, you have a continuous of same quality product. That is what we are expecting.
Sure, of course.
So as most of you are waiting for the process, but in the meantime, when you have any questions, and this is a chance for you to type it in the chatting room here, so we come back to you right away, instantly. This is the very important that we are doing live streaming.
Yep.
All right.
It's more interactive.
Very good.
Yes.
So what is the first that we are going to add? Is mentioned is onion and garlic, right?
Yes, onion and garlic first.
Okay.
So as you can see, as in photo, it's a
whole onion.
Okay. Yeah. But it's peeled, alright? It's peeled onion.
Yeah. So just dumping into the machine. After you just peel the onion, and this is also the peeled garlic.
Peeled garlic is a whole garlic, but it's peeled.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put in.
And of course, is the ratio that you can adjust it depending on your preferences. Okay.
Right.
And we will show you how the cutting effectiveness with our normal straight knife. Okay. Make sure that we close all for the safety.
Yep, for safety purpose, make sure everything is locked. Right.
Very good.
So we're gonna cut with 50%?
Speed is at 50%?
50%?
Okay.
1,500 RPM.
In other words, 1,500 RPM.
Yes,
very good. Okay.
And we're going to tilt the machine a little bit.
Yes. Why you are tilting machine?
Because it depends on the amount of something ingredient you have.
The onions and garlics are not filled as a full batch, right?
So you can tilt the machine to facilitate the cutting a little bit in this case.
Very good. Okay, today we are using the type of knife is a cutting just normal straight knife. And then we can show you what is a knife. And this is how that is a knife is turning inside the universal machine. All right, and then it shows that what is inside actually. So that the cutting is happening right now.
Yep. At
the speed of 1,500 RPM. So at the end, that our expectation is we are having, is even cutting results. And you see that is a scaled up machine. This is a combi film that from the pilot machine that we have shown the result, it applies the same principles to upscale industrial machine that we are able to achieve the size reduction by means of straight cut knife.
Yep, I think we are almost done here.
Okay, already. How long was it taken?
I think it was around just 1 minute.
Fantastic. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think we can stop and have a look what's going on inside now.
So there is no leftover any like chunks.
Shouldn't be. Shouldn't
Check
be.
it first.
Yeah. All right, let's have a
Okay,
look.
then it's fantastic. You are safe. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So as you can
You
see,
can see that.
so just now we started off with a whole onion and a whole garlic.
So it's completely, as a user perspective, it
Yeah.
removes, the eliminating of a cutting preparation stage.
Yeah, we don't need another machine to do so.
Exactly. That is another thing because, in today's other issue is space is a matter, and then if the machine does for all in one, then why you need to invest more? Again, we actually share with you is this machine as a pilot machine, and you are able to scale up as per your downstream arrangement, okay, and the requirement.
Right.
And therefore, that from this pilot machine, that you are able to scale up to 1,200 liter batch. Remember, this is only 18 liter. So, what is the next step?
Next, we can start the roasting process.
Yeah.
But for that to work, we need oil.
Okay.
So this is the oil. Now we're
And
going
you
to
mentioned that earlier, we could use either oil, vegetable oil, or butter.
Yeah, for butter, we're not going to add in this stage. If we're going to add butter, we're going to add in the end together with the rest of the ingredients because
It's
we don't
same
want
as
to burn.
doing like a steak
butter.
at the end.
Yeah. So just a little bit amount of oil is sufficient for the roasting process here.
Okay.
So close the machine. Make sure all is
Safety.
locked. Yeah. Right.
And interestingly is now the advantage of the Stephan machine is all the time we're talking about direct steam injection. This is how we distinguished in terms of summer process. And now we'll show you what is the effectiveness of the double jacket heating. Okay. Ray is now setting the temperature at 98 degrees Celsius for the roasting function. In this stage, we are not using main motor, a knife. Only we are using the gear motor to agitating, scraping the wool. That's it. And then the steam actually goes to the double jacket. And here you will see the graphics images of the double jacket, the side cut, that the steam actually evenly goes to the wall of the double jacket. So the thermal process that the heat transfers to product happens very evenly. Okay, once again, you see that the double jacket, there is a hollow where steam goes all over, and therefore the steam, the pressure is approximately 2 bar. In other words, the surface of the cooker inside, it reaches to up to 120 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the surface where that you are enables the roastings, and typically it takes about approximately 2 minutes. All right,
About 3 to 4 minutes.
okay, good. And this double jacket heating, the roasting function that we are creating of Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction is, in other words, caramelizations that brings the rich flavor, and also this is another form of wok flavor. So when we go to Chinese restaurant, let us say,
Yes.
what is the first things? I always go to Chinese restaurant. I actually like to see the inside the kitchen. You know why?
The wok?
No, actually flames.
Yeah, the flame.
Flames. How strong the flame is. And then how big the wok is. Whether the wok is so shiny, then I say, this restaurant is something wrong. Sorry, it's not in terms of the hygiene, but then the wok is turns to the very dark.
Yes.
And then seeing that how high that flame goes up, and then that is the right place. The best, the
Yep.
Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese we call it the wok hey.
Exactly.
The aroma of the wok.
Exactly.
Fried,
So it's actually
fry aroma.
the oil is the boiling temperature of oil is high. So it's not evaporating in the temperature of let us say 160, 140. So in other words, that all the ingredients can be fried. There is an exchange happens. The flavors of the onions and garlic is being given out to the oil.
Yeah, due to the high heat.
Exactly.
And it also facilitates the Maillard reaction to give the extra flavor.
Yeah, and that is actually the oil base that we are making, which is the same things that what we are doing now.
Yeah, exactly the same we are doing now.
Okay, just go around the machine once again.
So we're now at 80.
Sorry?
We're now at 80 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of the temperature reaching, by direct steam injection, it was been taking 2 to 3 minutes, reaching to 85 degrees Celsius. But with the double jacket heating also, the machine is able to reach within 3 to 4 minutes.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
And this is again a universal machine that handles for wide range. And then it's amazing, isn't it, that the machine does for the cutting and mixing and does for the roasting, and at the end it does for the over pressure cooking.
Yes.
In those days, I actually seen from my grandma does is over pressure cooker. That is always there's a valve is moving and moving. Yeah. That's so scary. That was my old memory. Okay.
And usually at home we don't over pressure our bolognese sauce, right? We simmer for hours and
actually,
hours.
what I heard from my friends yesterday, the bolognese sauce is taking 6 to 8 hours.
Oh, that's very long. See?
It's very long.
Yeah.
And we do it for how many? We did from the very beginning and to the end within 20 minutes.
Yeah, around there, 15 to 20 minutes.
So
the whole process.
this is how you save your time. So we have checked the temperature now.
97.8.
Okay.
Yep, we are there.
It's done.
Just in time.
Just in time.
All right.
So let's check what's going on inside. Now we just added onions and garlic with oil, and we just roasted.
Oh, smells good. Do you smell it?
Already, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. And this oil actually preparation is a very essential stage. Wow.
Tilt a little bit, maybe, so that.
Yeah. And look at the wool is not actually, even we have made a very intensive roasting, but the wool is completely being scraped out. That is actually hardly you see that any burns on the surface of the bowl. Very good.
Yeah.
What is the next then?
Next, we can add in the meat.
All right. The same things as what I'm doing at home. With pasta sauce preparations.
Yeah.
When you have
This is
made
it's very standard
exactly.
step. You need to.
But the topic is how you are able to standardize of these processes and the recipes, and that is actually the winning point.
So
and our machine, you see that is a pilot machine. However, it equipped with a PLC and with the control panel, and this control panel is able to store up to 20 programs. In other words, up to 20 recipes that you are able to save it within the machine. Any questions, you can raise it. There is no, any stupid questions. So you could throw any questions in it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to repeat the same process.
Yeah.
Yeah. So safety first, always. Make sure always locked.
Yeah, because now this is, we're not going to do the overpress yet. Still, we are going to do the roasting.
Yeah,
right?
still roasting.
The meat and the oil, we are going to roast it.
But this time, we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to jog the main motor instead of letting it run.
Because of the knife.
Yeah, because of the knife. We
Okay.
don't want to chop.
However, you want to chop it, but also you don't want to destroy it.
Yeah, we don't want an emulsion, but we want chunks.
Okay. Here, what Ray referring to immersion means that, remember, this machine is able to make the meat immersion. So if the meat, the knife is spinned in a high RPM, rotations, then the meat and the vegetables and the oil and the water, it becomes congregations.
Emulsion.
So it becomes at the end is a sausage filling. It's going to be at the end of the day, it will be a very good sausage filling. Okay, and now we like to show you some vortex mixing, and it's very difficult to visualize it, but from here explanation it gives you an idea. You see that the knife is rotating clockwise and the agitator is rotating anti-clockwise. So while the knife is rotating, the product is being pushed to the bottom of the bore and then goes up through the wall and first back into the center. Therefore, it creates of this rotation. We call it is a product rotation. Is called the vortex mixing. And this is always when I actually meet you, my customers here, our business partners there. So this is always what we are sharing. What is the effectiveness of the mixing and cooking into two different types: direct steam injection, double jacket heating, and then at the end of the day is a homogeneous mixing, and then product is ready for you. I like the graphics here with the end spaghetti. Okay, well I put it as a tagliatelle that we actually been prepared with the noodle, the egg noodle tagliatelle.
Yeah.
So what actually the tagliatelle is what according to the friends from Bologna is one egg. The ratio of the dough preparation, one egg with 100 grams of flour. Okay, that is the kind of the secret of this. The tagliatelle is noodle making.
Okay.
Just for reference. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
96.
Already.
Yes.
I didn't expect it. So we are actually targeting to heating up to is actually 98 degrees Celsius.
98, yeah.
Right? So it's almost done actually now. And when we have done the roasting function, then we will add all of the rest of the ingredients into the cooker, and we will do the overpressure cooking.
Yep. And then I think we can proceed with our step 3.
All right.
Adding the rest of the ingredients and start the overpressure cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but before that, let's have a look how this looks like.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Oh,
Fantastic. Still is a ziggling boiling.
yeah.
A little bit. Yes. So a little bit turn, a little bit. Okay. Okay. You don't see that much actually the burnings at the wall. Supposed to be a lot of conventional cooker happens with burns on the wall, but ours is hardly to see it anyway. And now what we are going to do, we are going to add all the rest of the ingredients.
Yes, the rest of the ingredients.
Great.
So let's start with the tomato paste.
In the beginning I mentioned that you know, the overpressure cooker is always a scary thing because it actually makes the sound, is evaporations and steam here and there.
Yeah.
But as a machine, is designed in terms of the safety regulations. So the safety valve is there, and also there's two way of digital analog safety sensors, and then a gauge is shown. So the operator is being aware that what is happening inside the cooker. So whenever there is a lid, before the lid is opening and the aeration valve is there, so it actually aerated in order to release all the pressures in the machine, either the vacuumized or overpressurized. Okay.
So pepper goes in, and then the beef stock. Yeah.
What is that?
Beef stock.
Oh, okay. The sauce. Yeah. Well, of course, like in origin Bologna toast is, can you imagine, 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours.
Wow.
This is
hungry by
almost,
then.
in Asia, we are boiling the beef broth, beef soup. In Korea, they are selling beef broth soup shop, restaurants, boiling the beef and the bones for over the night. So this is very typical dishes in Korea. And then the same things actually in Italy, the 6 to 8 hours continuous of boiling the vegetables and meat.
So you have to start very early in the morning for your lunch, to prepare your lunch.
Nighttime. We set the timer and then let it run. Yeah, that's the only way. But the machine here is, of course, it does for within half an hour time.
Yeah.
From the preparation and to the end.
Yeah. And again, we're going to do overpressure in this case.
Right.
So it's very important to make sure that all three knots are tightly screwed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
for the
easy.
industrial machine, the bigger scale, and the machines are fully lockable and then closable and openable in terms of the interlock, safety interlock. And this pilot machine is all closed and opened by manually. Therefore, you need to lock tight all together.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the process, releasing of the safety valve.
Then we're going to start the direct steam injection.
And now we are actually applying direct steam injection. During the roasting function that we are using double jacket heating by means of steam. And now we do not want to have any more roasting. Roasting flavors is already
All
done.
the flavors are already developed in the
Then
beginning.
what is the reason that we are going to overpressurizations?
Overpressurization in this
Yeah.
case is so that we produce a much safer food in a sense
Okay.
to serve. Yeah, it's also a very good step for the manufacturers to apply this this step, so that when they downstream for the packaging, right, it's more secure in a way.
Okay, in other words, is in terms of the food safety,
in terms of food safety,
and
absolutely.
also is also contributing to extending of the shelf life.
Extending shelf life for sure.
Okay, so that means is because in general in molds and spores is minimize as log count at the temperature of 85 degrees Celsius, but we are actually extending of overpressurized
Overpressure.
cooking.
Actually, that is an option that manufacturers can look into. And of course, if manufacturers, they want to heat up to 85 and then hot fill and then further for retort, that is also fine.
All right.
Yeah, but if they do overpressure and then that is, how to say,
Shelf
it's
stable.
more shelf stable and then it's more safe.
Of course, of
Now, why
course.
not? In the case.
Yeah, you are right. And also, in other words, is actually within a short period of time, it gives out the richer flavors. And also, in terms of like a meat, it can be a more tenderizing,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I already actually have also nice preference.
Yeah, already have.
Always.
Now we are already, I saw a question from Mr. Narin.
Okay.
So where is the smoke coming from? So just now, before there is a brief moment where there's a lot of smoke coming out. It's because up to a certain temperature, 95, the water starts to boil.
Is evaporation.
Yeah, evaporation. So that was when the aeration is still on for the machine. So the steam escapes from the aeration valve. So to build up the pressure, eventually we need to off the aeration, starting from that point, so the pressure can build up.
Exactly. It's same as what is it called, that is a boiler, like a turbine. That how that the pressure can be built is a basis of water evaporation. So as the temperature is reached from the water boiling temperature, the water starts to evaporate, and the evaporation, the water is still stays in the cooker. So therefore, the pressure is reaching to the higher, and then at the same time, proportionally, temperature is rising. So when the pressure is rising and then temperature is rising together, is proportionally.
Actually, we are 110
110 already.
Okay.
So we're going to hold for 1 minute. Yes.
What is the temperature now?
111. Just a fluctuation. So we are already there anyway.
While we are talking, the temperature is already raised.
Yeah.
And now here, we like to show you the where the steam, direct steam injection is coming. So there is a valve. So the steam is coming from the steam boiler, and then it passes through our steam filter station. So can you please explain about what is our filter steam station works?
Yeah, of course. As everyone, you can see here in the diagram. So generally, there are two pathways where the steam is going through. So typically, if you look at the direct steam, so from the steam source, it goes into the cyclone separator. This is where all the impurities, all the solids are being filtered. And then after that, it goes through this activated carbon filter. And this is extremely important for steam.
Okay.
If you want to use the steam as a source of direct steam.
So there is converting the steam to the culinary steam.
Yeah, culinary steam, because this is where the stage, all the odor will be absorbed by the activated carbon.
So activated carbon, in other words, is a charcoal filter.
Yes,
charcoal filter. Yeah.
So the steam comes out to be odorless and it's very clean and it's definitely safe and it's very clean to be directly mixed into the food. Yeah.
So in other words, this steam filter station that we are actually part of our product portfolio. So as long as that you are providing us the steam within the 6 to 8 bars, and we take the steam to convert the steam to the culinary steam, and then the steam is being injected to the cooker.
Yes, directly into the product.
So that steam goes to the product directly. That's why there is no energy loss. So the energy what you brought directly goes to the product.
Yes.
Right?
I think we are there.
Okay.
So it's been more than 1 minute anyway, so
But it's okay, that's fine.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. So,
this is pressurized. Now the machine is pressurized, so it is important to release the pressure slowly instead of using the aeration, because that is where if you use aeration, the air will be gushed in very fast and then the product will be pushed out.
Well, for the industrial machine, that this is actually done automatically.
Yeah,
but
it is
because,
automatically.
The pilot machine that you need to do is manually.
So here we go. So this is when you can see the pressure slowly going down from the gauge.
Equalizing.
yeah, equalizing.
The equalizing of pressure. So it's being the inside the cooker, it was over pressurized. Now by means of turning the aerations, then we are equalizing. Once is made it with the atmospheric pressure, then we are going to open the lid.
Yeah. So once this is down to almost close to 1000, our atmospheric pressure, then we can on the aeration. Then it's safe to open now. Yeah.
And always open from the inside.
Yeah.
Not so that if in case anything happens, it goes inside. It doesn't go to you directly. Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, let me tilt the machine.
Fantastic! Look at this! Wow! I should call my friend in Bologna.
This actually looks really
Where
good.
is my noodle? Where is my tagliatelle?
Okay, let's. Yeah. You will eat it later.
Okay.
It's a bit dark.
Fantastic. It's really well done, actually.
Wow.
Okay. What I need is another Parmesan cheese with the tagliatelle on top, and then lunch is done. Fantastic. Well,
Very good
while we are
texture.
showing this, I'd like to show you another thing. There's many actually friends and business partners were asking me that, all right, we have done with this pilot machine. How about industrial scale? So we have the size scale up machines that you see that from the left is a Stephan Combitherm machine, and you have a right hand Stephan Vacuum, which is called the VMC. The difference is, I'd like to show you that the next photo is the Combitherm. This is the video of the Combitherm that is exactly the same as the universal machine. It's just a scale up. Where you see that the bottom of the Combitherm, there is a knife set is located and creating of the vortex mixing and cutting. So this is the same principle is being applied to Combitherm. Whereas we have vacuum, and this vacuum is excellent for those the application requires for heavy roasting functions, like a tom yum paste in Thai tom yum paste, or you need of like a jam application, for instance. And also this machine is also can be used for heavy roasting with the enhanced flavored the pasta sauce kind. So from the basis of this pilot machine that you have studied and then developed the recipe, and exactly that you are able to apply it to the industrial scaled machine. And the basis of your target product, and we are able to giving you our recommendations, what type of machine is better than the other. So this is a data series of the consideration that we will be doing it together with you. By the way, my colleague Jack and Ray has prepared some applied the applications with the Bolognaise sauce. What actually can goes well with. So Ray, can you please explain what is it?
Sure. So as you can see here, there are 4 different types of application how you can use Bolognaise sauce. Not only with spaghetti.
Okay, I can put it maybe. I put this is. I'm sure that my friend from Italy, he doesn't like the concept with the spaghetti noodle.
Yeah, you can go. Yeah. It goes up with taco. Okay. So just take a piece of lime here, just squeeze, and it's ready to serve. That easy. So that is. You can go
with taco. Just pull, okay.
Yeah, and let's get a bit out of here first.
Yeah. And that is a freshly made.
Smells good. So this is the original
tagliatelle. Yeah. Wow. Nice and gentle. And then we did have actually the slices of the cheese. Yeah. Even better, but never mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I have to ask him to send me the Parmesan cheese. What is the next thing we have?
Next is cheese fries.
Cheese fries.
Yeah, cheese fries. You can add some sauce on top of a fries.
Here we have a mozzarella cheese.
Here's a mozzarella cheddar blend. So just
yeah.
So this is how it's going to look like, right? So I'm going to leave it
how
here.
How about this is with the
bell pepper? Yeah. So you can cut the bell pepper in half, and then you fill them up with the Bolognaise sauce, and then top a little bit cheese on top, and then you bake in the oven. Yeah.
Very good. So the last and not the least, but this is really that is what, according to my friend in Italy, and this is what he is looking at, the best of the best, actually, the meat-based pasta, okay, tagliatelle. So he's watching now. So I just actually telling that he's a Bolognese
We are doing
sauce
the right
with
thing now.
tagliatelle. Because he was saying that no way with the Bolognese sauce and the spaghetti, no way. Okay, but at the end of the day, it is a consumer's preferences.
Yeah, of course.
How is it like to be called?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all about the Bolognese sauce with our Stephan universal machine. We have done the trial with our pilot machine. What we've seen from behind
Yep.
is the batch size is 18 liter, and we have done today from the onions and garlic cutting, and then we have done a roasting by double jacket heating.
Yes.
And we have done the overpressure executions, overpressure cooking with by means of direct steam injection.
210.
And then the temperature was heating up to 110 Celsius.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is all done by one machine without any preparation. Equipment is needed.
Yeah, all in one.
Exactly. So we have eliminated all the preparation stage and also final stage as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't have, thank you very much indeed with a nice comment. Okay. But not the last but least is I would like you to always press the like.
Yeah, if you haven't liked our page
Subscribe
yet,
and
please
like.
subscribe
That is
to our Process
what
TV.
is helping. Thank you very much, all of you, for your valuable time and your support. And what we want to do is we have done quite several our trials and the live streaming, and then we realized that maybe it would be very interesting to come up our live streaming with multiple languages. Yeah, we have I have a colleague who speaks Japanese. I myself speak Korean. You speak Malay, Bahasa, Indonesia, Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah.
And Chinese that we are able to do. Okay.
Interesting.
And then also our friends from Sri Lanka, so he can do. He speaks Sinhalese anyway.
Yeah.
So we will continue to develop our live streaming and with your support. And again, thank you very much for watching our Process TV, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for your time. Thanks.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.